Thank you, David. Welcome. Welcome to Unity Church of Pomona Valley's live stream Sunday service. Today, the last Sunday in December. Does that seem shocking to you? In this year of 2025. So many of us have experienced a lot of changes this year. And we're going to look at some of those changes and some of the challenges that change often brings, and some of the blessings that we can reap from those changes and challenges. So I look forward to hearing from you, because most of the lesson will be coming from you all today. Prepare. So this Sunday lesson is going to be saved on my Jan Chase Facebook page, and also on our Unity of Pomona Facebook page, and then on our YouTube. So we have a YouTube, and it's going to be in the new bulletin, on the front of the new bulletin, what our YouTube address is. David gets that, and it's saved there as well. So we are grateful for your presence here. And let us start by singing Joy to the World. Holy One, holy us. We have each been brought into this realm of gravity and bodies by Spirit. Our souls long to grow, to have experiences to learn from. And yet, so often we don't understand what the lesson is. We do not always know the way to respond to the challenges that we find in our own lives. Let us humble ourselves and ask for wisdom, divine wisdom, to guide us, to help us see the blessing in the changes, in the challenges that the soul has drawn to us. May we open our minds and our hearts to grow step by step into the being that we have come here to be. May I find good. May each of us find good and grace within ourselves and within the people that are around us. And even within the people that are far away from us, for all people throughout the world, regardless of the challenges that they bring to us. May we see good and God and find good and God in all places, in all situations, in all people, especially within ourselves. And so it is. Amen. Let us sing the Lord's Prayer. We do many things at this church. One of them is to gather after our service and talk and play and eat and get to know each other and do many things. So I invite you to all stay and be with us today as we celebrate together this day. World Peace, we have been invited, there's not going to be meditation this Wednesday, but this Claremont Center for Spiritual Living has invited us to their 4 a.m. World Peace Meditation. Yes, wow, 4 a.m. So I think we did that once in our old church. And they come, they gather, and we are invited. It's a worldwide prayer, and everybody in the world is praying at the same time, which gives a lot of power. So if you want to have that, have any of you done that here? Yes, Drac has. Okay.
It's very beautiful. It's just a really nice service. It's mostly just sitting in silence and reading some simple prayers and things. And then afterwards, everybody goes to Norm's for breakfast, which is kind of nice. So it's a real sweet way to start the day and the beginning of the new year, just around the corner. So,
yes, on the very last day of the old year.
Mm-hmm.
And it is probably the new year in some places in the world, right?
That's true.
Yeah. So
Greenwich time.
Greenwich time,
Yeah.
Yes. Good, Julie, thank you.
Oh, it's on the poster too.
And then the next day, on the 1st, at a little bit more reasonable time, is I am inviting anybody who wants to be here to join us for a new way of being together in the new year with kind of a mini retreat in the afternoon with meditation, mindfulness, creativity, and play. I don't have it all planned or scheduled. I figured those people that want to come can help me figure out what we do. The meditation and the mindfulness I'm happy to do, but other people can bring prayers or meditations or whatever. I just think starting off particularly with those two mindful body and a meditative mind is just a good way to start the year, and then we move out into the year with play and creativity and whatever else we want to do. So, and it's just 3 hours from, or 4 hours from,
I see you put 2 to 5 and 1
I
to 5.
put 2 to
Which one
5.
am I?
It is 2.
It's 2?
It is
Okay.
2.
Okay.
So, yes, 2 to 5. It's in the bulletin as 2 to 5. Yeah, welcome. We do a lot of collections at this church because we're very involved in the community. And we collected hygiene items for Emerson Community School, which was going to give them to community schools throughout Pomona. And I took 2 big bags full of hygiene items there right before Christmas. So that's a picture of them receiving those. They have asked, Emerson School has asked for us to collect warm clothing for families. Now that we're really getting in, we've had a very warm fall, right? And November, December, but it probably will, the temperatures will probably go down, and so they're asking for sweaters, jackets, and coats for families. Not just for kids definitely, but also some of the bigger kids, the parents, etc. So anything, and they're very happy to accept gently used clothing. It doesn't have to be new. And we'll have a box out here or a box in our room for that. So I think that will be our January main collections, although we continue to collect things for the UCC church to give to residents who can no longer work. And we're also collecting backpacks and lunch boxes and hygiene products, etc. So there's, and food for the UCC church. So we are a giving church. Compassionate Pomona has grown out of this church. It involves a lot of organizations in the Pomona area, and we meet twice a month, usually on Zoom. Anyone is welcome to join us. You can take a picture of our website. We meet through the same Zoom link, and we are moving it back. It's usually the first and third Thursdays of the month at 10 o'clock, 10 till noon. However, because we're going to be in mindfulness and meditation that day, and it's the New Year's is the first, so we move both meetings back a week. So it's the 8th, and then 2 weeks after that. So let us give thanks for the many blessings that move through our lives and through the life of our church, and say this affirmation together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, all that I do, and all that I receive. And so it is. I'm going to invite Jackie Morrison, our board president, to come forward and to read today's daily word. It's Jackie's favorite book. And many of, if you're not familiar with the daily word, ask me afterwards.
Well, there are some on the
We've
table
got some
back there.
new ones for the new
January,
year, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That are back there.
Yeah.
Okay, Jackie.
You gonna sit down or something?
I don't know.
You
Yes.
go on.
There.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The word for today is blessings. Blessings come into my life in the most unexpected ways. Don't you think that's true?
Yes.
I am blessed to live, to live each day in the presence of God. As I turn within and quiet my thoughts, I open to God within. Grounded in this presence of wisdom, love, and peace, I feel connected with the divinity of all beings. In this awareness, I become newly aware of expressions of God everywhere. I feel blessed to behold nature's beauty, perhaps snow glistening in the moonlight, or the sun warming the earth, and birds soaring across the horizon. I find joy in smiling faces. I hear the laughter of friends sharing simple pleasures. I enjoy the beauty of holiday decorations hung with care and appreciate the sacredness they represent. Acts of selfless service show me God's love in action. I am grateful for these blessings and for my infinite unfolding good. And from Jeremiah 17:7, blessed are those who trust in the Lord, whose trust is the Lord.
Thank you, Jackie. So now we're going to sing one of my favorite of the newer Unity songs, God in Everything. And I want to point out that Julie, the musician, also she makes many of our music slides, but she made these and they are all masterpieces. So just pay attention. Thank you, Julie.
Nice pictures.
Yeah. That's the work, isn't it? To be able to see that, find it, feel it, experience it. Even in our challenges. Our challenges have God, and so if they have God, they've got blessings, right? And it is said that we, in fact, Richard Bach writes in his book Illusions, something like, we draw the challenges or problems to us because we need their blessings. And so this is an old slide of crisis means danger and opportunity. Within every challenge, there is an opportunity, there is a blessing, and yet how many of us curse the challenges? You know, I don't want this challenge. Leave me alone, go away. And so when we do that, we often resist or resent the potential blessings that are there for us. I found this little bit of humor on a church sign.
Oh.
It's Adam and Eve, the first people not to read the Apple terms and conditions. And so, yes, out of the garden they went into a world filled with challenges. And so here we are in these bodies. We've come from this realm where we know and experience peace. And we don't have the gravity, the heaviness, the three-dimensionality and that we have when we have bodies, when we have responsibilities, when we have bills to pay, right? And then we need clothing and shelter and food, for heaven's sakes, and all these things. We can't just walk around naked and pick things off of trees anymore. So we are out of the garden. And yet sometimes I remember this quote from Romans 8:28. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good for those who were called according to God's purpose. Who's called according to God's purpose?
Everybody.
All of us, every single being, right? We come with that spark of divinity within us, and that is what we are called to bring out. We're filled with gifts, and we are called to bring them to the world. Why? Why are we called to bring those gifts to the world?
Because we asked to be here.
We asked to be here.
Yes, we
And
asked to
because
be
the world needs those particular gifts. Can anybody give our particular gifts in our particular way?
No, only we could do that.
Can anybody be a Julie?
No.
Can anybody be a Drac? Can anybody be a Jackie? No. You know, we all are made differently. So instead of cursing the differences, if we can learn to see the blessings in the differences and to see how we're a part of that. We're different, but there is a blessing there for us. And that all of us working together makes it good. When any of you ever do jigsaw puzzles? Oh yeah. Do you ever find sometimes that you do the whole puzzle and then there's like 2 or 3 pieces missing? How frustrating that is. So I think very often in the puzzle of life, people do not put their piece in, and it is never complete. That's why it's up to us to step up and to, 1, put our piece in, and 2, encourage those around us to put their unique pieces in as well, so that creation can run as it needs to run according to God's purpose. So, I'm not ready for that. I'll leave this up. So we're going to talk a little bit today and explore some of the ways that we receive challenges and some of the challenges that we may have faced in this year. This has been a year of a lot of change. And so let's just start with our own selves, with our bodies. What kinds of changes might we have had with our bodies? Anybody getting older?
It's another year older.
It's another year older. So there are aging challenges sometimes, right? I just got over the flu. So, there's illness, right? That can be a big bodily challenge. There are also body image challenges. Anybody have that? I remember when I weighed 82 pounds and I felt like I was way too fat. 82 pounds. It's up here, right? Yeah. What other body challenges might we have?
My vision.
Vision.
It's really bad.
right?
That's bad too.
Yeah, so we need to reach out and get help and the blessing is we live in a place right now where most people have insurance and and there are aids for hearing and seeing and even challenges with joints and walking, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So there are many advanced things that we can take advantage of to get us back in the pretty healthy mode. Anything else around physical?
Mental fogginess.
Okay, you have opened the door to my next thing. So, what challenges might our mind have? Mental fogginess. You know, I had that yesterday. I had that. I couldn't remember.
Did you forget who you were or what?
I had been working so hard all day that I didn't forget who I was, who I am, but I did forget where I got a gift card from a year ago from somebody. And I couldn't pull it up. You know, there was just this big blank in my mind. So is that what you're talking about,
Yeah.
Arthur? Yes, yes. Now some people have really good memories. Are some of you here really good at remembering stuff? I am not. Even as a kid, memory has not been my gift. Let's just say that. So it could be age, but it also could just be, it's me. And it's okay, you know, it's okay. There's also negativity. Our minds can hold a lot of negativity, right? What other challenges might our minds hold?
Depression and anxiety.
Anxiety, depression. I meant to write that in and I didn't, anxiety. And a lot of the world is suffering from this right now, right? Yes.
Fear of the future?
Fear of the future. Yes. Okay, what else? Financial. That's going to go down with prosperity. But fear around, and this pen does not. Right. Let
You
me,
need another one? 'Cause
I
got
do
one.
need another one. Can somebody get me another pen? Thank you.
A draft to the rescue.
Thank you, Draft. Okay. Fear of future. Anybody have some unforgiveness in them?
I was thinking of that one too.
You know? So that can that block us?
I see it in my family, blocking some people.
Yes. So unforgiveness is always something good to look at and find ways through. You don't want to rush it because you have to work through the issues that are associated with it. But at some point in time, you may want to let that go, whatever that is or how far back it is, because it keeps you from flying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like you almost have to hit the spotlight right on it. Think about it and say, okay, do I really want this to slow me down?
Exactly.
And you got to decide what you want to do, and then you got to turn the page.
So unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting
Oh,
The other person to die.
somebody else to die. Yeah, but who does it hurt? Exactly right, Arthur. It hurts us. So we definitely need to look at the power of our mind and what we've kept in there. There's also a lack of faith or faith in the wrong things. You know, sometimes we have faith in money. The Fillmores, our co-founders, they talked about the importance of faith in God, faith in ourselves, not that the money will hold out, but that our faith will hold out. Because faith is a very important aspect of our spiritual journey and of our mind, right? So now we move down to our emotions. something that I certainly wasn't trained in, and we didn't talk a lot about when I was growing up. And yet, our emotions often drive us, right? And other people's emotions can drive us crazy. Have you found that to be true? And so, how do we, for me, learning how to process my emotions, how to feel them, not only to know that I have them, but to feel them as an energy moving in my body, is a very important thing to do. But also how to deal with other people's emotions. And that's sometimes, people tend to dump emotions. We all project emotions onto each other. Sorry. And so I just invite you to, I invite you to think on how to process. Does anybody have good ideas for how do you help people? Or Arthur.
Sometimes you just have to drop them like a bad habit. You just have to stop, because if they're really killing you that much,
Yeah.
do you want to die, or do you want to figure out, you know what, I got to get new friends, or I got to get beyond this. They got to
Sometimes you do.
be out of my life. Or
Sometimes you do.
whatever, you got to do something about it.
Yes, Nancy.
Using breathing techniques helps to move emotions out of the body.
Breathing techniques helps move emotions out of the body. That's out of your own body.
Yep.
So if you feel like somebody's putting their emotions on you, that can help with that as well?
Yeah, because you're also, it kind of strengthens you from the inside. So you
Yes.
become more button-proof.
Okay, so button-proof, being button-proof is one of the techniques that Nancy teaches in sky breathing, and that is a powerful technique. As people learn, even as tiny little children, how to push our buttons. If any of you are parents, you know that they know exactly, or friends know exactly what buttons if they're trying to get
Even
your
when
goat.
even when they're not children anymore.
Even when they're
They
not
grow up and
children.
they're still pushing your buttons.
They still are, and so learning how to be button-proof is something that could be very good for us all. Helping people feel their own emotions by active listening. Any of you remember the active listening from years ago where you help people, you feed back to them what you heard them say and the emotions you hear them speak with, and see what it is that they need from that. And sometimes that can be a powerful process to help people own their own emotions rather than just spew them out onto other people. So are there other challenges around emotions that you can think of? Okay, so then we go to the heart. What challenges might we have with our hearts?
With our hearts?
Yeah.
Not letting your heart open up to see so much more out there.
That's
If you
right.
just got your way of
Narrow
thinking,
heart,
that's not gonna do
closed
nothing.
heart. If we've been hurt, sometimes we shut our heart. I'm not going to be open to love, right? I'm not going to trust people. And then we live in this very insular
Exactly.
silo. Yeah. And so to open up and open our hearts and to care. Does care make us vulnerable? Does caring make us vulnerable?
Yes.
Is it okay to be vulnerable?
Sometimes.
Otherwise, we're what? Practically dead, right? What if somebody says, the trouble is most people die way before their body dies. That we don't want to lose that loving spirit that we came here as. That beautiful, vulnerable spirit. And so if we can allow ourselves, our heart, to be open, to care about ourselves, to care about the people around us, to care about our community, to care about our world. There are also, anything else around the heart? Addictions. I used to think I was addicted to love.
Oh,
Remember that song?
yes, I just saw that when you said it. Huey Lewis indeed.
Yes, yes. So, heart can have challenges. What challenges might we have with prosperity? You mentioned prosperity. Yeah. Might feel like we don't have enough money. I mean, we think of prosperity as money, but it's way more than money, right? Because it can be relationships, it can be friends, etc. But we'll look at the financial aspect here. Yeah, so prosperity and finances can be challenges that we deal with, and yes. And what about the challenge of having meaningful work, a reason to get up in the morning? It's important. Do you think it's important to know that you are here for a reason? That what you do makes a difference in the lives of other people or creatures? I met a woman in the grocery store in the cat aisle. Again, I think I've met her before. 94 years old, and she's trying to lift these heavy, heavy kitty litters. Really heavy kitty litters. And I asked her if I could help her, and she said no, and she said they're for her outdoor cats. Well, I've never used kitty litter for my outdoor cats. But she feeds about 90 feral cats.
Wow.
So, yeah, but her life, her purpose, she has a reason to get up in the morning. She cares. She's making a difference in the world. And I think it's so beautiful and wonderful to have that. And what about the big one? The big one for me has always been relationship challenges. They tend to trump almost everything in my life. Anybody ever have a relationship challenge? Yeah. Who hasn't? Is there anybody? Walk on water? I think even Jesus had relationship challenges, right?
Yeah, it's understanding it though, because if you walk into a room or something, someone's not going to care for you. Someone's not going to like you. Someone's going to go, who is this person? Who is this?
That's right.
Guess what? There's nothing anybody can do about it because that's just the way it's going to be always.
And so to accept what is, right? Without,
Is that Byron Katie?
yeah, loving what is. Whether it's the positive or the negative, just it is.
I like the, what other people think of you is none of your business.
Yeah.
And I love
There you
that.
go.
And that was that a Hayes book? I think it
Was that
was.
Mrs. Hay?
It was Terry Lynn, I mean, not Terry Lynn. I'm gonna go blank now. She's a writer and it's a real book.
Yes, it's a real book.
It is. I
What
never paid attention very often.
what people think of you
It's none of my
is
business.
of me
It'll
is
come
none
to
of
me
my
right now,
business.
but she just passed away last year.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah. But you're right, Julie. That is.
that's, I'm preaching to the choir here.
But we all need to remember that, and that's what you're talking about, Arthur. That we want to be liked, but it's not realistic to think
Yeah.
that everyone is gonna.
I like this image, the same sort of thing. Sometimes we have a big bucket of love to give other people, but other people's buckets who for receiving, their buckets are turned over,
Yes.
and there's really nothing we
And
can
some
do.
people
And it
are
hurts.
closed off. They just can't
It
receive.
hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hurts, but
Yes, it does hurt. But to feel our feelings instead of, it's easy to put your own emotions out onto somebody else if they don't respond the way you want. And that causes challenges in a relationship. And most of us have probably experienced that. What about challenges with our greater community? We have a lot of homelessness right now. That's challenging. For me, it's heartbreaking to see people without homes, especially families without homes, but anybody. So are there other community challenges that we see? It's a lot of theft. I mean, these porch pirates, right?
Yeah.
It's a whole new way of being a pirate. No ship involved.
The immigration raids.
And the ICE raids, then the ICE, seeing our residents, our neighbors. I had an ICE on my phone today.
You did?
Somebody was taken today. So, yeah, so it's challenging for me to see these kinds of things. But and the last thing is, what challenges might we have with God and with our spiritual growth? Do you ever get to the point it's like, okay, God, enough of this growth. Just let me out, let me stop. You know, sometimes it can be overwhelming. Yeah.
I think we need to overcome all these religions we have. It's like everybody, we have too many thoughts or too many religions or too many.
Overcome them by what? By learning to live with
Thinking
them?
that God is over everything, not one religion or the other. God is over all religions.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a challenge. The divisioning of it all is a challenge. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. And each one looks at things through a little different lens, right?
Yeah.
And yet, the blessing is when we look at those challenges, we can learn from each other if we can sit down and talk and learn from each other. Like I said, several of us, Jackie and Carmen and I went to Temple Beth Israel to the Hanukkah service a week ago, and it was so beautiful. It's very different. It was still candles and flames, but it was very different. But it was a blessing to us because their lens is different. But we can deepen from learning about differences. That's one of the things. It's like having a garden. Do you just want tulips in your garden, or do you want many colors, many flowers in your garden? And if we can learn from each other, I think then we make the best of the differences. Yeah. So, and I think with the spiritual realm, sometimes Spirit asks us to let go of old ways of thinking and doing. Do you ever get that message? Is that an easy thing to do? No. It's change. It takes us into the unknown. It takes us into mystery. Because God is mystery, right? And what comes next for us? Is that mystery? We don't know. So I feel like that is exactly what is, we can fear, and I think you talked about fear, Jackie. Fear the unknown, fear what's next, fear letting go. And so not necessarily want to move in, and yet we're here. If you're here, you are probably a spiritual seeker. How many of you identify as a spiritual seeker? Okay. So you're looking, you want to grow spiritually, and congratulations. Because you get this opportunity today to do this burning bowl meditation. Now I've got a couple of things, instructions. It says everybody have a piece of paper and a pen. And if you don't, and does the pen work? Because if it doesn't, try it out. What I'm inviting you to do is to think about one thing or two things, not too many things, that you are willing to release or change or let go from this past year that you have seen from your challenges, that you have learned from your challenges, so that you can move on into that more deeply spiritual realm. And then write briefly that you're going to put this in the fire. So only you needs to know what it says. Nobody else is going to read it. And let's just take it into prayer for a minute and meditation and ask Spirit, what am I ready to release right now for my higher spiritual growth? What am I ready to release right now for my higher spiritual growth? Just let yourself notice the emotions that come up and feel them. And notice as you think of releasing this, what is going to fill that void? Will it be Spirit? Now, last week when we had the burning, or the 12 power candles, someone suggested that I point out where there's a fire extinguisher, just in case, and it is back by the back doors. I also put some water on the table in case some of the papers, our traditional burning bowl we can't find. So this is a more open bowl. So as you do it, and I'm going to demonstrate, but stay with it. You'll light the paper, and you can fold it or roll it, it's up to you, and hold it over the bowl. You'll light it from the candle, the Christ candle. Hold it over the bowl and drop it in to finish. If any papers or fire flies out, stomp on it or douse it with the water. I don't see that has never, ever happened. So I don't see that happening. but we just need to know that we are safe and that this new carpet is safe. So, I will, and let's just do it in the silence. And you can come as you feel guided. I'll step. You'll do it on this side, but I'll do it from the back so that you can see. Thank you, Dave. So I'm letting it burn, I'm holding it. I'm feeling the release. So the next, whoever wants to come next, and just maybe get in a line of one or two. Now let us sit for a moment. Feeling our life with this release. David? Can you get my... Thank you. So, a couple of quotes that I found. About releasing challenges. Two are from Pema Chodron. Only to the extent that we expose ourselves over and over to annihilation can that which is indestructible in us be found. So look for that eternal God part of you as you release. Most of us do not take these situations as teachings. We automatically hate them. We run like crazy. We use all kinds of ways to escape. All addictions stem from this moment when we meet our edge and we just can't stand it. We feel we have to soften it, pat it with something, and we become addicted to whatever it is that seems to ease the pain. So you may not want to take back that which you just released, because the release is leading you inward. And then finally, the last one is from our Suchi friends. Hardships and difficulties in dealing with people and even events are kind of test. They are like swords that need to be ground on a whetstone to become sharp, or pieces of jade that need to be polished with a rough stone for their luster to shine forth. So again, our challenges may not feel good, but they are indeed sharpening us and polishing us as they move away that which we no longer need. So may we arrive at the edge that is ours to meet from last year's challenges, and let us feel that which is ready to be released, scrubbed away by our emotions, thus leaving us that much closer to being who we truly are as expressions of the divine. And so it is. Julie, do you have special music for us today?
I do.
Great.
And this is just, something traditional. But just close your eyes and think of the blessings of last year and the gifts that are yet to come. In the name.
our prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. So before we close hands, we've got some people that have not been here that I know of before, and they don't know us probably. So let's just share our names around the table and the circle, and I'm so glad you're with us. I'm Jan.
I'm Dre.